Hello and welcome back to the top 8 draft here in the RPTQ in Vienna. The last one that matters. Everything's
Yep.
on the line. How do you handle such situations?
Well, I'm try to be as relaxed as possible.
Okay.
Stay hydrated. It's really important. You don't want to punt in the last match.
Well, we've seen some punts over the Swiss rounds. We'll hope we'll get a match where no players will punt in any way. And we will be bringing you the match between Jonathan Danz on the left, facing off against Marinko Murgic on the right. So let's put up their decks. We know that Jonathan is playing green-white.
Green white, and his opponent is black red.
Oh, black red 3-drops is what we called it, right?
Yeah.
So black red 3-drops. We see Marinko's deck looks really unimpressive, I would say.
I would say it looks very. It's at best a 3 out of 10.
3 out of 10. Okay.
Yes. And Jonathan's deck ended up looking better than we expected. He has to play not a single bad card, so it matches up perfectly. He has 6 creatures. 6 spells, so 2 Rabbit Bite and 4 Pump spells, plus 1 equipment, and the rest are creatures. So 1 1-drop with the Gossip Monger, 4 2-drops, 4 3-drops, 5 4-drops, and 2 high drops.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean his deck looked solid, if unimpressive. The whole draft did seem to be a little on the lower powered side.
yeah,
I don't think there's one deck that would say, wow, like this is really impressive. A couple of some of the other decks just looked average. So
yeah.
we'll see how that turns out. And it plays nicely for Jonathan Danz, who just drafted a solid deck. And what we said in draft, he positioned himself really well with the green hate drafting.
Yeah, there was no green drafter on the next 3 or 4 seats after him.
Yeah,
so
4 seats, yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so I think there were only 2 green drafters at the table overall.
So there were not many green cards.
Yes, true. But yeah, it worked out well. To his left, as we expected, Davor Detecnik went into white, but he added blue that kept flowing a little late in some of the packs. But to be honest, blue-white is not one of my favorite color combinations.
I also really don't like it, but this deck looks cool.
Yeah, double Topple Guys, double Spectral Shepherd. There's certainly a lot of flyers, so he can definitely make it, and he doesn't need much as well. Like he just needs to win one more. He also has double Erdwall Illuminator, which is a card I really like.
Yeah.
So and he can put it to good use. My favorite combo in his deck was just turn 2 Erdwall Illuminator, turn through Invocation of Sandcraft, swing for 5, and it's not always easy killing an Illuminator, especially this early in the game. So
that's true.
That can definitely do a lot. So
we think for us Jonathan is the favorite here to win the match.
But anything can happen. Remember,
it's
just
only
one round.
It's just one round.
Yeah, you can have matches like I remember at my last Pro Tour where both games against my round 1 opponent, I mulliganed to 6th, kept a 2-lander, and didn't hit a 3rd after scrying to the bottom. It just happens.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can't do anything about it. But
so I think Murgic should be on the play.
Yes.
Unless he elects to draw. So
no, I think he will be on the play, and he should be with his somewhat slow black-red deck. He should be.
So he mulligans here. What do we have for Jonathan? Looks like 3 forest or maybe 2. Yeah.
I think he had 2 forests, no planes. He uses some nice full art. Forest as well. So I assume his planes are equally as nice.
Yeah, at least they're black bordered. That's the most important thing.
Yeah. Well, would you say white bordered lands are bad?
Yes.
Okay.
And I stand with it.
Okay.
I don't play with white bordered cards. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Because if possible, I try to play with only white bordered lands.
Yeah, I know.
But it's really hard to find enough because
it's a shame.
Yeah, I had to last couple of Pro Tours. I had to actually not play with white bordered lands because I was playing so many basics in my decks that I didn't have enough white bordered.
What a shame.
Yeah, I was actually really disappointed.
There's GP Prague coming up pretty soon.
I can find them there. Maybe.
It's Legacy, and I'm not playing white bordered cards, so I had to buy like all the duels in black bordered, and
you had to. You simply had to.
I had to. I cannot. Otherwise, I cannot play. That's my eyes hurt when I play white bordered cards.
Yeah, that's already a little extreme. I'm just sad when I don't get to play with whiteboard lands, but that's about it. That's why maybe that's why I like modern, because I only play so few basics, so that I just don't have a lot of my favorites by far are Portal, Three Kingdoms, whiteboard lands.
They at least have nice artworks.
Yes, I agree. All right.
I can get behind them. They are probably the best whiteboarded lands.
Okay.
So I give you that. I give you that.
Yeah, it's an abomination, but
absolutely.
But yeah, I understand. Oh well. Well, we'll see what the kinds of land Marinko Murgic just brought, but I don't assume there will be as fancy Jonathan's there. And hopefully we'll finally get into the match, as both players mulligan down to 6. And see some magic. I think
Jonathan has a keep, and what's on the right-hand side?
I see mismatched lands left and right, but there's a mountain and a swamp. But I think Marinko had 5 lands in his hand, so he's not going to be keeping that one. And the mulligan down to 5 it's a tough spot to be.
Jonathan also keeps the card on the top. He has a 2-drop. He has forest and plains already, so he's.
And you know what he has? He most importantly, he has Devil Thorn Fox, so he actually has a 2-drop that he can start the beats with. Because with his deck, having like all the tricks such as strength drums, you really want to get on the board, especially against a mulligan to 5, and deck that we know has a pretty bad curve.
Yeah, I looked over to Marinko, and he has 1/1 drop with the 1/1 lifelink vampire. He has 1 2-drop, the red obsessive Skinner.
Okay.
And then he has 6 or 7 3-drops and 2 Slayer's Plate.
Oh jeez. And now he drew 0 lands in his 5-card hand. Remember what we said about what can happen? You just mulligan into Oblivion, not being able to do anything about it. He has to mulligan this.
That's no way he can keep it.
The cards are not bad themselves, but there's just no way to keep. And he takes a peek at the top one. It's like, should I have kept? No, you should not have kept.
Yeah,
never. It was a 5-spell land.
There's no way you win with this 5-card hand on the play.
Yeah.
There's simply no way.
Yeah. So
even if your deck is really bad, it's better to start off with 4 cards where 1 or 2 are lands. Then your opponent always can screw.
Yeah, of course. I started to keep more 1-landers since the introduction of the Vancouver mulligan, like the scry rule. And I've been paying the price for it sometimes, because you keep 6 on the draw, you scry to the bottom, and you think you'll get there.
But
sometimes you don't.
You're a greedy person.
Sometimes I am, yeah. I think that in general there were a lot more greedy players in this tournament. So.
Let's see if we can put up a fight with 4 cards. Land.
There's one
land. It's better. It's just better.
There's a Murderous Compulsion as well. There's another mountain.
That's odd. Oh yeah, he also splashes the Gitrog monster.
Oh wow.
I don't think it will see play.
Yeah, I think he has to keep that one just because to have enough lands in total. So yeah, he did keep the mountain. So let's see if Jonathan does seem to have nice lands here, so he will be able to play the Devil Thorn Fox.
Yeah, but he also has not much action going on. He has a Rabbit Bite and the 4-drop the Captain, and it will be enough eventually, because
yeah, it looks that way. So no third land.
And there's the 3-drop. Now Jonathan is in
fantastic shape.
Yeah.
He's a 3-drop, a Strength of Arms. I also saw an Inspiring Captain, so he can hit for 3 here, play the Harvest and draw a 4th land. He'll be in
next turn. Marinko is probably down to. Oh, and that's
the forest.
That's sometimes.
But at least he has a blocker. So plays the Blood Mad Vampire, 3 mana 4/1 with Madness. No shenanigans here. Jonathan did draw the 4th land here. Oh, he actually already had it. He had his Warp Landscape. So the question is, does he want to kill it and clear it away? Or does he want to wait? I think I would kill it with a Rabbit Bite.
Just kill it right away. Your opponent mulligan to 4. How many creatures should he have?
Yeah, exactly. And swings in for 5, so putting Marinko down to 12. It's also better to use the Rabbit Bite here because the Blood Meta Vampire has a high power and low toughness. So if Marinko now plays like a 1/3, then it's better to have the Strength of Arms to be able to get it out of the way.
So Jonathan can really smell the Proto here.
Yeah, but it's still only game 1, and Marinko did mulligan to 4 here. There's Inspiring Captain and his swing in for 7.
So it drops down to 5 life. Not even a removal spell is enough, so I think there's no way out of this.
No, just a
And
Pyre Hound.
that's the-
Yeah. I mean, Marinko had some good cards. If he had Black Mana, he had Deadweight, Murderous Compulsion. He would have been able to clear that board pretty efficiently. But unfortunately, no Black Mana after that mulligan to 4. That's rough. But Marinko can maybe find something in his sideboard to make it run. Look at that. His sideboard cards. Sideboard has some good cards. There's Tormenting Voice and Macabre Waltz. Considering how his deck turned out, I'm surprised he's not playing either of them.
Yeah, not running Tormenting Voice without that many 2-drops.
Exactly.
I don't like this, to be honest.
Especially because we saw the Bloodmad Vampire, the Murderous Compulsion already, and he wants to dig for the Gitrog monster or the land to play it. Yeah, I would play the Tormenting Voice, but to be honest,
And draw extra cards with Tormenting Voice and Gitrog monster, you know? When you discard the lands. All the value!
What a combo. Let me update the match as you saw Jonathan be 1 game up here. We watched his draft, and it went pretty well. And I think he had the right thoughts in his mind.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with drafting this format, it's actually very tough. But if there's one thing that usually works, it's a good curve and combat tricks or removal.
Absolutely. It's all about the curve. If you can easily build aggressive decks with good combat tricks, and it might be enough. So don't try to be fancy unless you really love the blue cards. What I do, but well, we're gonna get something fixed here.
Oh, we get some match updates. Maybe. Yeah, as you can see, we have lots of other interesting players there. My countryman Dominik Zupal is playing against Fisas from Germany, and then we also saw Tom Becher. He's facing off against Sergei Golubrin. Those were actually 2 of the highest seeded players in the Swiss. And then Pavlos Kanelis and Davor Detecnik were both players at 4-1 going into the last round. I had to fight for the top 8 by playing, couldn't draw in, and both won, and now get to face each other. And it's also going to be a quite interesting match. We'll try to bring you as much magic as possible. Even if Jonathan now crushes Marinko in 5 minutes, we'll try to bring you another match as soon as possible. We're going to be here until the last quarterfinal match is done. Because, yeah, it's fun.
It's absolutely, and it's great to see Magic when it comes down to like really important qualifications. I think I don't know if anyone besides Detechnik has ever played a Pro Tour before.
Dominik Zupal has played one Pro Tour, Pro Tour Dublin. So that was the Theros Pro Tour. But I don't recognize.
How unlucky! It's another mulligan here for Marinko.
Yeah, Marinko did so well to get into the top 8 here with no losses, 4 wins and 2 draws. But he just doesn't seem to be able to get anything going. He has 1 mountain, and after last game, he's thinking he doesn't want to mulligan, but being on the play as well, he has to. It looks like Jonathan will keep. But that's what we said. But sometimes this is what it comes down to.
Jonathan's hand is not great. Yes. As far as I can tell, is 4 lands, a Gossip Monger, and 2 4-drops.
Okay.
So
not great.
If Marinko can get a hand together with like 2 creatures and a removal or something, he will be in decent shape to match up. I really hope for him that he doesn't have to mulligan again. That's pretty anticlimactic if you're playing for a Pro Tour invite and you're not playing at all.
Yeah, it's always
just
a shame.
Put up a fair fight.
Yeah, on the other side of things, I remember one of my old PTQ finals, actually. I think I was in Graz. It was finals. My opponent mulligans down to 4, and I keep 7, and I did lose that game because I was playing Dredgewine, and my opponent was playing Tron, and my opponent went turn 1, Academy Ruins, Tormod Script, go. And I lost that one. And because he then made Tron in a couple of turns. Even though I did play like turn 2 Thalia out of the sideboard just to put on some pressure, the Tormod Script was too much. Looks like
Marinko kept the 1-lander.
Okay, did he scry to the top?
He scried to the top, yes.
I think so. But
he found a mountain.
Alright, but he has a dead weight, so that's pretty good against the Town Gossip Monger that he'll be able to kill here. He does have a Slayer's Blade too, but it's a little ambitious for the time being. Also has Murderous Compulsion. He's gonna dead weight the Town Gossip Monger.
But I think he also looks like a Sin Prodder. to me.
Yeah, it is a Sin Brother. That could be a pretty good card.
If he
has land.
If he rips another land, I think he's in good shape here.
No land. It's just a Farbog Revenant.
Another 3-drop.
Yep. He has plenty of those, we know that. But Jonathan didn't have a 2-drop.
And a 3-drop.
Or a 3-drop. He does have a 4 and a 5, it seems. So
2 4s and 2 5s.
Oh, still no land for Marinko. Come on, man. Just draw one land.
So now, if there would have been the Sim Brother, Marinko would be far ahead.
Yes, Sim Brother is just great because he either deals damage or gives Marinko cards, both of which he certainly wouldn't mind doing. And his follow-up cards are pretty good too. He has the Farbog Remnant now, the Dance with Devils that he drew this turn.
But now he's so far behind already.
Yeah. 3/3.
Come on, land. Oh.
Magmatic Chasm.
Wow.
Good sideboard card, but he just can't seem to catch a break here.
I feel really bad for Marinko.
I do too. There's a Confront the Unknown, and I think Jonathan will play at least the Thornhide Wolves on his turn. Maybe is that a Sage of Ancient Lore that he has?
It's the werewolf,
the 5 mana.
The striped bears.
It's striped bears.
Most of the time it's a striped bears. It comes down as a 2/2.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So
how was it? Cabo Climber. It's more like a Cabo Climber.
Yeah. So now there's 5 cards still in Jonathan's hand. Now, especially if Marinko doesn't play anything, it's gonna flip into a monster creature.
Yeah. He found a land.
I think it's a forest.
He found a forest, yeah.
So at least he'll be able to play something here.
And Tom Böttcher won his first game.
Yeah. So this Antonis Fisas. So those are one game close to the top 8, but to the top 4. But Jonathan Danz, I think he smells it. He's really close. So what's he gonna start with?
And
yeah, Vampire Noble.
That's very unimpressive.
He just wants to trade it off.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. But there comes the captain and no trading happening.
Yeah, I even forgot to update the life totals from all the excitement because nothing else was happening. So it's just Marinko down to 17 from that provision.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, just nothing going on, so I forgot to update the life totals. There's Swing the Creature,
I think he accepts the trade.
Yeah, it's gonna take 6 from the Sage. No, so you're gonna take 5 from the Sage.
Yeah, looks like it.
He
won't pop.
The provisioner has trample though, so.
Oh yeah, it's 6 damage, so it should be at 11.
Yes, I think so. Actually, I see that he wrote down 10. For some reason, I'll trust the players more than I'll trust me, so I'll put it at 10. I saw him. I saw him 10.
No, there was no Gossip Monger hit.
No.
Oh yeah, it's a 4/4 now. That's why it's another. Yeah.
That's fine.
10 is correct.
10 is correct. Then it's Thornhide Wolf.
10 is already lethal.
Yep. Unfortunately for Marinko, this was a very sad game. He can play the Murderous Compulsion here, but then he doesn't get anything.
Then he gets 7. He gets 7 damage already on the return.
Yeah. So we should already start probably looking at our next match here.
Yeah. If one of the 1-0s, if they are still shuffling, we might want to hold them. This game is over pretty soon.
Yeah. So we'll see if that's possible as we see Pavlos Kanelis take game 1 over Davor Detechnik here. As you see in the scoreboard updating at the bottom of the page, Marinko did play the Murderous Compulsion, but now Jonathan will get to draw a card, swing in for 7.
Or maybe even...
Lethal? Is it Inspiring Captain? No, that's not lethal. But
it's not lethal, it's 9 points. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. Puts his opponent down to 1 life.
Yep.
And I think that's it.
Unfortunately, Marinko Murgic going out in the saddest of ways.
Yeah,
just mulliganing to 4 in game 1, mulliganing to 6 in game 2, and not drawing a 3rd land until turn 5. There's the handshake. Jonathan Danz now qualified for the Pro Tour in Sydney.
He must feel great.
Hometown hero. Okay, so we will get the Pavlos Kanelis against Davor Detechnik in the booth as soon as possible. So until we get the players moved there and get these players out, as you can see the smile on Jonathan's face, but he can. I'm sure he feels a little bad about about how the game went, but in the end, he doesn't matter. Like he won't care. It just
No.
he's going to play the Pro Tour now, and I'm sure he's going to be happy.
That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Someone told me he's been playing for quite a while, so
Yeah, I remember playing him like 10 years ago, or maybe even longer.
Yeah. So I'm gonna as we prepare the other match, I'm just gonna update these. 2-0 to Jonathan Danz, and we're gonna get the other players there. We're gonna wait on where they're gonna sit so that we can place their names correctly. So we're gonna wait on that. So for a couple minutes, we'll go back to the booth. Hey guys, Matej Zatlkaj here with Oliver Polak-Rottmann, the has-been and the future star, a future platinum player. Yeah, so we're going to. Okay, we're going to get the match done very soon. We'll see, but. Yeah, 1 or 2 minutes. Okay,
That's
great. So yeah, there you have the first player to have qualified from this RPTQ. We've seen Dominic Gertsen, Simon Gertsen's brother, win yesterday in impressive fashion.
Third RPTQ win in a row. That's impressive.
And also he went undefeated in the Swiss and then just won his first round match quickly. Unfortunately, Marinko went undefeated in the Swiss but couldn't convert. But I hope this is going to just make him stronger so he comes next time. Just by getting into the top 8, he's requalified for the next RPTQ, which is great. He's going to take home the promo and some nice
I think
prizes.
you get like a box or maybe
box
two.
and a half, I think, for top 8, which is great. Certainly not as good as a qualification. So
or our Lotus.
Oh yeah, look at these guys. I think I should just take it and run.
No.
But you're probably
someone suggested it on the Twitch chat earlier, so we don't want you to run away.
Yeah. So there you see the players we have. I'm not gonna run anywhere. I'm gonna be here with you covering this another quarterfinals between Pavlos Kanelis. I hope I spelled it right. Kanelis. Pavlos Kanelis. I made a meat eater with the Kanelis. And on the right we're gonna have Davor Detecnik, and I know how to write this one, so it's gonna be fine. There we see. So the archetypes, I know it's blue-white on Davor's side.
White, and the other one is white-black. It seems.
Yes, seems like to be white-black on the left side, and it's currently 1-0
for Pavlos. So there we see the Ulamox leaves. Maybe crushing Pavlos now, and again a mulligan.
This is the top 8 of mulligans.
Are the players cursed here? I don't know. What happened?
No, it's the feature match area.
Yeah.
And also we also got a match update with Sergei Golubin evening it out with Tom Becha. So this actually top 8 is going thick and fast.
Yes, very fast.
Compared to the previous one we covered, where it was standard, to be fair, but there were some control decks.
Yeah,
so
we were sitting here for like 1.5 hours straight or something like that.
Yeah, and this might be over very fast. There you see Davor on the right, the most experienced player in the top 8. We believe has a GP top 8, played several Pro Tours, tested with Team Cabin Crew, and close friend with seasoned pro Robin Dolar, as well as a lot of the other Slovenian
It's a very nice
players.
guy.
Super nice, yeah. I really like him too. Been enjoying his company, and I see a couple guys. I see a Plains.
That's a keepo.
Yeah. See what he can muster. Angelic Perch as well. Hope against Hope, and I think I see a fugitive homunculus.
Homunculus.
I think that's one of the creature types you would appreciate. You like turtles and like all the sea monsters.
When I saw the Eternal Master spoiler, I saw giant tortoise with a new artwork. I need this. I need to get this in foil for my collection.
In Japanese.
I do have all the turtles in all ways. In foil and all the stuff. That's my thing.
All right, so there we see the Toppelgeist swinging in for 1 for Davor, and he also has the homunculus. I know the homunculus gets a really bad reputation of being like a bad card, but I think in general this table had not a lot of 2-drops. Sometimes you just gotta jam the 2-drops you get. So homunculus can do a job, and if Davor has land here, can go for a fairly aggressive Hope against Hope, but it doesn't seem that way. I don't think he drew a 3rd land, and now Pavlos will be able to play Puncturing on Homunculus. Just 1 damage pinging in for Davor Detechnik. So I like to call Toppelgeist the 1-mana Lava Axe.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, it used to be like a used to be a joke when Cloud Sprite was printed, one blue, one white, that when you play
Arcadian
turn
masks,
one, it always pings for 1. So in the end, it's gonna be dealing 5 damage.
Back then there was Stinging Barrier at 4, so it was always getting the 4 or 5 damage in, and then
sure. So now he has to figure out what he wants to do here, and there's not much. So he's gonna
seems like +1/+1 on my flyer.
Yeah. When
Bam.
Hey, it looks to be in when you're desperate, you're gonna play Hope Against Hope. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for every creature you control, and if it's a human, it gets first strike. So no first strike, but at least a swing for 2, getting the beatdown going. And if Pavlos doesn't actually have removal, it could be pretty good. But if he does, with Davor being also on a mulligan, that could be very problematic.
There's a Stallion.
A Stallion of Ashmouth, not great, but it's a 4-mana 3/3. At least he's on curve. Can Davor muster something here? I think he drew a Drowned Explorers, which is another 4-drop. He has to think about already maybe like attacking for 2 and then sacking the Hope Against Hope
to make Angelic Perch happen. Yeah, I think so too.
And sometimes when you're desperate, these are the things that you have to do.
I remember when I played on the last Pro Tour, I had to play a Rabbit Bite without killing a creature, like just to target it to get a card for Delirium.
Okay.
That I have a 3-turn clock. It eventually paid off, and it was against Oliver too. He was very, very unsatisfied about it.
Yeah, so there's the Angelic Perch sacking the Hope Against Hope after.
But at least he now has 3 cards already in his graveyard for Delirium.
Yep.
To turn on the topple guys.
Yes, and also like the creature, it's like enchantment and sorcerer, which is not always easy to do. But if he draws land, he's still fine because he has the Drowned Explorers. And there's the Emissary of the Sleepless, so it's 5 mana 2/4 flyer. Just gonna hold the topple guys for now.
Also, Pavlos' deck doesn't look like super amazing. It's all like
exactly
very mediocre cards.
Davor did draw Expose Evil. It's not good. You can see he's pretty sad here, because he still can stabilize. I think he can just pass the turn, play the Expose Evil to prevent some damage, and if he draws the 4th land, he'll be fine because that Drowned Explorers can hold off the Devil Thorn Fox, and he will have Delirium already thanks to the Expose Evil. So,
but he doesn't take damage this turn, and there's nothing going on basically.
Yeah.
It's just okay. Want to attack? Tap your guys.
Yep.
Then you have 3 creatures that tap 1 every turn.
Yeah. Why not?
I mean, if he finds the land, he's in fine shape.
Oh, we also have another result. Antonis Fisas crushes Dominik Zupal 2-0.
So the first Greek is already through.
Will he be joined by his countrymen? And we know Greece has not usually been a powerhouse, but after their finals appearance at the World Magic Cup, we have seen some Greek players come to the RPTQs over here, and Bill Chronopoulos has been a solid player of the European pro community. Super nice guy as well, along with a lot of the other Greeks that I've seen here today. And it looks
always
like
friendly and
fun. They're fun. They want to have fun as well. You know, they're gamers, so they're looking to not only win but also have a good time while doing so. And especially in groups, as the groups travel, as the Greeks travel, it's going to be a lot of fun. That Paranoid Parish Blade will not be able to block the topple guys, which is quite interesting attack from Davor here, who does have Delirium. So Pavlos down to 13. Does he have the land though, or does he have a creature? Okay, Moorland Drifter.
So at least he can trade off one of the creatures.
He will be able to tap the flyer with thanks to Delirium.
I mean, he won't be able to make the trade, but he doesn't know that yet.
Yes, of course. Oh wow, he's going all out. He's sacking the clue to draw a land, but it's just an Earthwall Illuminator. I mean, this was a risky play. It would be much safer just to play the Moorland Drifter. And I think he should have sacked. If he wanted to sack, he should sack first, then decide if he wants to attack.
Yeah. Well, still, you don't want to lose your topple guys here anyways.
Yeah, I know. But he's going to tap the Parish Blade, I believe. So, yeah, he does have Delirium. He wants to prevent as much damage as possible. But if he draws land next turn, he, again, is in decent shape. He can either play Moorland Drifter and the Illuminator, or play the Drowned Explorers. So the Parish Blade is going to get tapped. Let's see if Pavlos has some way to keep up the pressure. And again, we see a player really being punished for mulliganing.
He just drew the West Whale Abbey.
Ooh. We saw 2 in the draft.
Yeah.
And he's not even activating. He's going to play an Emissary of the Sleepless here. Another 2/4 flyer. So this is really starting to get problematic for Davor here, who needs a land right now.
And
yeah, there he gets it.
There we go.
So I think he should play Moorland Drifter and the Illuminator here.
Yep.
Try to trade off the Drifter if he can. With the Parish Blade. Tap down one of the Emissaries maybe, or the Fox. And block the other Emissary with the Illuminator. Next turn, Drowned Out Explorers, get 2 clues. If the creatures survive.
Well, but he's facing a... There's always the threat of quick Ormidal jumping out.
Yeah, he's probably just 1 short off of an Ormidal. And Davor's in a good life total.
Do you think this game will come down to an Ormidal?
I think I'm worried more about the 1/1 tokens rather than the Ormidal. The thing, Davor in very rough shape. He's actually thinking of going to play the Explorers first. Okay, pass the turn here. And I'm going to tap the Emissary. Sleepless. But I don't think he can trade off his topple guys here. That's part of the problem. I would have liked him to see play 2 creatures here rather than 1. I agree. That's a small misstep, I believe. He's intact with everything.
Now Pavlos jumps in and survive the night. Will do a whole lot of damage here.
Yep. Now we'll at least kill the Drowned Out Explorers.
And Pavlos gets to keep his creature, so... Wow, no block on the Toppelgeist.
Nope. So that's 5 coming through, and there's a Survive the Night.
So Davor drops down to 4 life.
Lose the creature too.
And he has another creature in hand, so next turn, if he wants to, he could make Ormidal.
No, just a Firebug Revenant, another problematic creature for Davor. Like, he has a deck set up to actually deal with it, because he has those, topple guys, the Silent Observers, and things like that.
Double Thraben Inspector.
Yeah, so definitely something to deal with. But I'm not sure if it would have mattered that much if he had played the 2 creatures last turn, but I think it would have made a difference, because he would have been able to trade off 1 creature, and now he would be able to follow it up with at least 1 more blocker. But Davor firmly on the ropes.
Oh, do we get our last match update?
Looks that way. So Sergei Golubrin defeated Tom Betcha. So I believe the Russian player, I'm not 100% sure, but Sergei Golubrin sounds like a Russian player. So this means this might be the last game we'll see today.
Yes,
this has been lightning fast. All the matches have been fast. And that we're thinking, I pass the turn, but what am I going to tap here? And at this point, he might have to tap the creature with the highest power. But he's in bad shape. I think he might have to trade off his Toppelgeist. No. Okay, so taps here. No, let's see if if Pavlos Kanelis has something here.
Looks like it.
We know he has at least he has the Vesta, but he has Throttle for the Earthwall Illuminator, and this should mean that Pavlos Kanelis will join his friend Antonio Pisas in Sydney. And there you see, they're already high-fiving. Unfortunate for Davor Detechnik, but it's Pavlos Kanelis with the win and the invite to Sydney. Exciting times for the Greeks. I'm sure Bill Chronopoulos at home is proud of his friends making it in. Both Greeks in the top. There were 7 nationalities. The only one repeating was Greek, and both Greeks made it through. So as you see, rolling downstairs, Pavlos Kanelis and Antonis Fissas will travel to Sydney together from Athens, I assume. And they will be joined by Sergei Golubrin and Pavlos Kanelis that we just saw here. And if I'm not mistaken, that's it.
That's it.
I was really looking forward to a long, exciting top 8 conclusion.
But it was lightning fast. It took like 20 minutes that all the matches are over. And we
What can we
even
do? What can we
we
do?
even saw 3 games.
That's what happens. But thank you all of you for joining us. It was a pleasure, and I think we had a great time. You got to
Absolutely.
enjoy it, the two of us, as well as Valentin Markel, Valentinhauser, and Emmanuel Gershenson in the booth throughout the day. And I just had a terrific time myself with you, Oliver. Your insight was very valuable, of
Oh,
course.
thank you.
And I'm sure all of you watching on Twitch are hoping you really make that platinum worth it.
Yeah, hopefully it will be
I
great.
hope so too, and I'll try to help you to get there for when we test for the Pro Tour in Sydney, which is going to be, I think, an exciting one as well with Eldritch Moon,
Yeah.
of course. But for now, this is it for us. If you want to see us, talk to us. We'll be in Prague for the GP
Yeah,
in 2 weeks.
absolutely.
Feel free to come by. I will be doing coverage. I will always try to get those pro points that he so desperately needs, playing a deck favorite of his. I'm not going to spoil it. It's too much information to give away right now, but it's going to be definitely going to be fun. And we'll both then be at in Sydney, you for the GP,
Yep.
and both of us for the Pro Tour, and that's going to be fun as well. So see you there. It's been fun.
Thank you.
See you in next RPTQ in the SpielRaum. Bye. Good
Bye.
night.